flashlight. You sexy like all night, all night. Boy, you're so wavy, wavy. And I'm standing here like, take me home. Boy, you're so wavy, wavy. And I'm standing here like, take me home. Take me home, 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 home. When we down low, when you give me that cocoa, hang off me like popo. I'm like, oh no, you're doing it alright. You blind me like flashlight. You sexy like all night, all night. Boy, you're so wavy, wavy. And I'm standing here like, take me home. Boy, you're so wavy, wavy. And I'm standing here like, take me home. Take me home.
Good evening, friends and enemies, and welcome to tonight's queer show. Please light up that chat for our host for tonight, all the way from Richmond, Virginia, Teresa Burke.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining us for the Queer Show. We are assembling improvisers from all over the country to entertain you tonight. So first off, thanks to CSE Philly for getting us all together. I want to thank the William Way Center and also all of you who are in the YouTube right now watching us, supporting our community this month. Thank you. What you need to know to get started, we are going to make everything up on the spot, and we cannot do that without you. So in the chat, make sure that you're in live chat and not talk chat so that we can see the suggestions that you're giving. Sue's going to pull those out of the chat from time to time so that these players can work based on what you suggest. Perfect. Let's get started. Our very first game is going to be Try That On for Size Queen.
Meet who are our players tonight? I would love to know.
Meet our players first. Let's
do
do that.
You want to meet them?
Then we'll do the game.
You know what? Why don't we just hang out for a while? We don't need these. We're good.
Unless you and I want to play and just ignore everyone else.
I feel like we brought them all the way here, so maybe we should.
That's fine. Whatever. Do it your way.
Yeah. Let's meet tonight's players. First up, we have Emily Zargan, all the way from Jersey Shore. Light it up in the chat for her. Keep that chat love going for Chad Woodward from CSZ Indie. Keep the chat love going for Brandon Wilson from Austin. Continue to show love for Chris Pearson from New York City, baby. Keep it going for Philadelphia's own Brian McCann. And lose your minds for Portland's John Eaglin Jr. And back to our wonderful host for tonight, Teresa Burke.
You're right. It was more fun when there were players involved. So good call.
Yeah, just saying.
Now, as I spoiled earlier, our very first game is going to be Try That On for Size Queen. For that, players are going to repeat the same action, but they're going to tell you different things that they're doing. So let's get our first two players up for that.
Teresa, I have a question.
Yes.
How are we going to get suggestions for this show tonight?
You're going to do it by asking people in the chat.
Oh, so people are going to type things in the chat. Could we maybe practice that? These people, I don't know. They're new. They might not be from around here. We're all over the country.
I definitely need to know where they're from. So why don't we start with that? Why don't you throw where you're from in the chat?
I love it. And then, maybe some favorite activities that they've done. And their favorite breed of dachshund. A dachshund is a breed. It's dachshund. Just type dachshund maybe. And anything else you'd like to see them type? Any activities, favorite colors?
Yeah, apparently I have to have a favorite type of dachshund. It's clearly long hair. So
yes.
Also, what are those locations and actions and favorite types of dachshunds are you seeing?
I see people from Philly, people from Austin.
Right.
Oh, Philly, Jersey. Someone is standing on the line of Philadelphia and New Jersey, which I am super impressed, Tanisha. We're going to have to talk about that later. We got Pennsylvania, the Poconos, Milwaukee, West Philadelphia, and Philadelphia. Also, New York. Wow, these people are worldly, like this part of the world, but that's a part of it.
Yeah, East Coastly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you want more conversation about dachshunds, or should we get into some activities?
I mean, it's good. There's a lot. We could talk about it later, though. I feel like there's a show maybe we should do. I don't know.
Awesome. Well, you've got some activities floating in over there, so we can get some players up and start playing this game, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's our first activity you want to pull from there?
Our first activity I would love came from Jessica Preisendorfer. She sounds fancy. She suggested planting flowers.
Planting flowers, very good. Let's see it. Let's start with Emily.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Sue. Okay, I'm planting flowers. Try that on for size, Queen.
I'm revving up this lawnmower. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm pulling a clump of hair out of the bathroom drain. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm knocking out these gophers from some tickets at the arcade. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm pulling a mandrake out of the ground. Good thing I got my headphones. Try that on for size,
That sounds
queen.
way too similar to picking flowers. For me, it's just a flower that yells.
Well, yeah.
Sure.
All right, bye.
Sue, throw me another activity, please, while we got our next player up.
So Mark suggested walking your, and I don't know if I can say this, wiener dog. I said it.
All right.
It's another word for dachshund. I think people know that, right? That's acceptable.
Are they the same dog?
It is but one dog.
Oh.
This show is brought to you by Shameless Plugs of Dachshunds. Awesome. We're going to start with walking your wiener dog, starting with Chris. Let's see it.
I'm walking my wiener dog. Try that on for size, queen.
Kicking you out of our apartment. Try that on for size, queen.
I got you this necklace from Tiffany's. We are broke. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm the mummy in the next Mummy remake. Try that on for size, queen.
I am coming for all of your cereal. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm gonna hug you, but I'm Frankenstein and you probably won't live. Try that on for size, queen.
I have a hug bubble. I'm afraid.
Oh.
Oh.
Chris ran out of action, so we're going to rotate Chris out. Sue's going to give me another activity.
Robert suggested beekeeping, which I love.
Ooh, beekeeping. Very good. Let's start with Chad, this time with beekeeping.
I'm that lady on TikTok that wears bees on her hands. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm putting on fabulous gloves. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm here to demonstrate this lotion. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm a magician with only one trick. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm having an internal argument with this sock puppet. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm thinking about a career in proctology. Try that on for size, queen.
Oh.
That's more than thinking that was doing. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I apologize.
Rotate it out.
I apologize.
Gross.
Also, I follow that lady on TikTok. Thank you.
So I am obsessed with the suggestion. Tanisha suggested dachshund, but the truck, like she said, the car, remember, like Datsun trucks? So maybe like doing truck stuff.
Cool. I'll take it. Your suggestion is doing truck stuff. Let's start with John.
I'm doing truck stuff.
Yeah, you
Try that on for size, please.
Showing you my CrossFit muscles. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm dancing to that song by Quad City DJs. Come on, ride this train. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm a sprinkler. Try that on for size.
I just hit the jackpot at the casino. Try that out for size, queen.
I just hit the jackpot at bingo. Try that on for size.
You wouldn't be that excited at bingo.
No, I'd be dying.
Awesome. Chad's rotating out. Sue's throwing another thing my way.
Yes. Lauren suggesting good. All right. So Lauren suggested spelunking. Spelunking.
Very good. Spelunking. Let's start with Brandon.
I'm spelunking. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm ducking, coming out of a manhole, try not to get hit by a car. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm impersonating the whack-a-mole. Try that on for size, queen.
I can't.
Oh, whack-a-mole trumps that round. Give me another activity, Sue.
Our next activity, Olivia suggested dog grooming.
Dog grooming. Any particular breed of dog that Olivia suggested?
She did not, but I'm assuming she meant a wiener long-haired dachshund.
Okay. Grooming, I'm going to leave out that word
Yeah.
if I'm going to put it that way in a sentence, please. Thank you. Grooming your long-haired dachshund, starting with Chris.
I'm grooming this dog. Try that on for size, queen.
I'm running my fingers through Rapunzel's hair. Try that on for size, Queen.
I'm erasing this whiteboard of a very important shopping list. Try that on for size, Queen.
I'm spreading the ivy. Try that on for size, Queen.
I am Bob Fosse. This is my next musical. Try that on for size, Queen.
I am combing the lice out of my elephant. Try that on for size,
Oh,
Queen.
we already combed out of Rapunzel. That's time for this game. Please give it up in the chat for all of your players.
Yes, so in that game, I forgot that I was supposed to be giving points. So what I ended up doing was giving points to the last 3 people on my list. I gave 10 points to John, 10 points to Chris, and 10 points to Brandon. Everyone else had back to you. Oh, Teresa, before we go back to you, I have to say that I absolutely am obsessed with all the suggestions that people have been making in the chat. So obsessed that we're actually doing a like a thingy tonight. What's it called? Like a competition, sort of? Is that the word?
Sure.
It's called Suggestion of the Night. So what we're doing is I'm going to be combing through the suggestions all night with the finest tooth comb, not a flea comb, thank you. And I am going to choose whichever suggestion, not the most clever or the wackiest or the grossest, try not to be gross, thank you. I'm going to find probably the suggestion that just tickles my fancy or maybe one that I haven't heard before. And that suggestion will win Suggestion of the Night. Yeah.
Fancy.
There might be confetti. You cannot play because all of your suggestions that come out of your mouth, Teresa, are suggestions of my night. I didn't mean that in a creepy way. I meant it came out real creepy. All right, back to you, Teresa.
Thank you for that. Now people know more about our relationship than they needed to.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're getting ready for our next game. The next game is Dishing About Film. What I need to get started there is the name of a movie that's never made up. So give me like a descriptive word and a noun or something like that.
We're going to need approximately 16.7 seconds for those words to come in. Do you want to describe the game while we're waiting for the suggestions?
I absolutely do, now that you asked me to, and I can vamp. For the game Dishing About Film, you're going to see scenes from an upcoming film, and our film critic is going to tell you all about each of those scenes, what they liked, what they didn't like, and really give you a full feel for that film that you're going to want to go see.
Great. So I saw suggestions such as from Jeremy, he said The Matrix, and Mark said Squid Boy. So I would love to see the Squid Tricks.
Perfect. Your movie that you are reviewing is The Squid Tricks. This is Dishing About Film.
From cephalopod to cephalopod, my darling. I just like you so ravishing the way you are.
Oh, thank you. I knew the first time we touched tentacles that you were the one for me.
Our suction holes will be very, very close tonight.
Oh, say suction holes again.
Suction holes.
And
Oh.
that is when I decided I was in for this movie. Right here, tour de force, Brendan Fraser is back. And he is really killing it as this cephalopod, okay? Now, I want you to understand, this is my show, okay? This is my show where we look at all these different films. My name's Braden. I'm 17. I'm ready to go to school and not do this anymore. So if you could like and subscribe, that would be really awesome. But otherwise, let's get back to the movie. I want to jump to one of my favorite parts of the film. This is after the sucking holes touched each other and as they lay next to each other, looking up at the stars.
That was amazing. Wow.
I feel like I'm high on volcanic fumes. Ugh.
Yeah, I can feel our babies already. They're growing so fast.
Yeah. We gotta
Oh wait, they're oh, it's one. Oh, look at him, honey. Oh, he's got your eyes. Oh, wait, I think there's another one. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, this one's a big boy. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh, they're
One
twins.
of my favorite parts of this is how all of the props were provided by a local zoo. But because of the power of CGI, every single animal looks like exactly like it would look in the wild, which is amazing. Now, there was a reference in that last scene about fumes, and I want to tell you a secret insider fact about this movie. There was actually fumes, gas fumes, in the theater. So watch in this next scene. This next climactic scene is both of the actors slowly start to pass out.
We're not. I'm not seeing anything straight, Javelin. We need to hold tentacles.
Tell our children to carry on our legacy.
I'll do that with my dying air bubbles.
I have a confession to make. I'm actually an octopus.
What?
No.
And then it's just 10 more minutes of underwater footage, but nobody's acting. And this is the epitome of film meets documentary meets very, very low budget. And I hope that you'll check this out the next time. But otherwise, this has been Dishing About Film.
Mom?
Amazing. So hopefully you will like and subscribe Jeremy's Dishing About Film. And while you're doing that, if you could go ahead and like and subscribe Comedy Sports Philadelphia, that would be super great. I came up with some more points, Teresa. Would you like to hear them?
Of course.
Because I don't know if everyone knows, but we're gonna be playing for points, and whoever has the most points gets, you know, the pride of knowing that they won the game. Thank you.
I thought you said bride, and I was like,
no, we're not giving away.
They win me.
They get Emily.
Oh,
So I gave 30 points to Emily, one for each costume that she had. You came really hard with the costumes really fast, really early in the game. So I hope you can keep up, but I feel like you can, because I feel like you got a lot. Also, I gave 17 points to Chad because that's how old his character was.
I should have been 22.
And back to you, Teresa.
Perfect. I will try to keep track of that score. No, it's important. Someone's going to win the pride or the bride or something. I don't know.
Yes, the pride bride.
Real gay or real heteronormative by the end of it. I don't know which one's right. Awesome. Well, let's get prepared for our next game. Our next game is Queer Eye. Those gentlemen love to give advice and support people and really build them up. So we're going to see the same thing here. We have a panel of experts who are going to answer your or your friends' advice questions. So go ahead and start putting those questions into the chat. Not like, why is the sky blue? But like, what do I do so that my neighbor falls in love with me? That kind of question is what we're here to answer.
Ooh, I love it. Oh, we have a question already. It's so good.
Perfect. Well, welcome to our show. Let's get that panel introduced, and then we can get some questions to them. So starting out, panelist number one, tell me about your life.
Hey, my name is Jared. I'm a professional DJ, photographer, influencer, model, actor, barista, like whatever you need, I can do it. Jared.
Thanks for being here, Jared. I appreciate it. How about panelist number two?
Hello, my name is Heathcliff, and I'm an aging fairy tale prince.
Perfect. Yeah, right to the point. Thanks for being here, Heathcliff. And panelist three. Panelist 3, you might want to unmute so we can hear you. Otherwise, your advice is going to suck.
Oh, I'm new to this whole computer thing. I'm sorry about that.
You got it.
How y'all doing? My name's Harold, and I'm a recent life coach. So whatever you need, I got the answers to.
That's perfect, because that's literally what we're doing right now. Awesome. Thank you. So why don't you go ahead and give us that first question?
Sure. The first question seemed a little indignant to me, and it was from Mark. He wants to know, what about Brandon's points?
Perfect. Well, let's find out what's going on with Brandon's points. Let's start with Jared. How can Brandon get some points?
Brandon, I don't know her. Yeah.
I think I can feel this one.
Go
If
ahead.
you want points, the first thing that you want to do is find the damsel in distress and go to her, whether it be at the top of a tower or in some dragon's lair, and kiss her when she has not acquiesced to such a thing. I may be a little old-fashioned there.
Yeah, it doesn't earn any points for me. Harold, your life is involved here. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, I don't know who this Brandon is, and I don't know what points you're talking about. But I know when I need points, I head out to West Hollywood.
Cool. So new location. Either learn who Brandon is, learn consent, or learn how to drive. We got it. What's our next question there, Sue?
Next question is like an actual question. It's from Olivia. How can I find my true love?
Thank you, Olivia. Let's find out if this panel of humans can help you with that. Heathcliff, start with you.
It's sort of my speciality, don't you know? You know that I am, in fact, celibate, but finding true love is very important. And what you want to do is make sure that you have, in fact, your father's money, and throw that around a bit. You know, whether you're out at the clubs or what have you, just throw it out a bit. People seem to be attracted to that sort of thing, so that would be my advice.
All right, dollars not personality. How about you, Harold?
Well, true love, you got to start with what is true love exactly, right? Okay, when I found true love, the day I found true love is when I decided to look in the mirror.
Yeah, you gotta love yourself before you can love others. That's what my mom's been telling me. Jared, you got love
Can I
advice?
get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
There we go.
Yeah. So the way I find love is I go out every night and party. And then I just find the most attractive person and I hit on them and they're like, it's love. And then if that doesn't work, I'll get on various apps and take really good selfies and then send those out. And usually I'll find someone each night to love me. So yeah, just put yourself out there.
Cool, wide and shallow instead of short and deep. Got it.
Works for me.
It looks like we got time for one more question. You got another one for us?
Oh, yes. The question is from Kyle Stockdale, and I think it might actually be his son, Caden. I'm not sure. I think so, maybe. Who knows? But their question is, how do you select a good watermelon?
Important advice. Jared, why don't you start us off with this one?
Yeah, so the cool thing about me is I look really good in a selfie with a watermelon. And so you want to pick the best watermelon, you just got to knock on it, right in the middle. And if you hear this hollow sound that kind of sounds like yourself, it's hollow, then that's the right one for you.
Perfect. If it's as shallow as you are. Heathcliff, what's your advice here?
If you want to be happily ever after with your watermelon choice, you want to run it through with your sword all the way through. And when you pull it out, if anything is stuck to the sword, it's not a good melon. Go for another.
Cool. So much like Jared's dating advice, just keep trying all of them until you find one that works.
You got it.
Harold, how do you pick the perfect watermelon?
Yeah, all that advice is cute and stuff, but we all know the best way to find the best watermelon is to listen to the spirit of your ancestors. So You put the watermelon up to your ear, and when you hear, "That's the right one, baby," you know you got the right one.
Perfect. Watermelon conch shells. And that was us changing your lives with our advice.
Okay, all right. So the scores, I went ahead and gave everyone that participated 5 points. And to make what's his face happy in the chat, I also gave Brandon 5 points. So that brings our score to Brian 5, Emily 35. Why did I give her points? She wasn't in the game.
I'll take them though, because as the Pride Bride, I feel like I deserve it.
5 points for being the Pride Bride. I had to add 17 and 22 quickly. I think 17 and 5 quickly. I think it's 22 for Chad. John's going to bump up to 15. Chris is bumping up to 15, and Brandon is bumping up to 15. It's a tight race between Pride Bride and Chad right now.
All right, still plenty of games to go. So don't worry, Brandon's fan. Also, the very next game we're gonna play is Bitch Please. For this one, we are going to have someone talking as an expert in a topic. So go ahead and start grabbing those topics for me here, Sue. And when they say something that another player finds not factually correct, they're going to raise their hand, they're going to curse at me and say, "Bitch, please." If I like what the direction that they're going, they'll take over. The last person standing after 4 minutes gets whatever points Sue decides.
Ooh, I like it. All right, so let's see. A good topic. So we want something like vague. Ooh, okay. This is a general thing that people know about, right? Because I don't know. Olivia talked about TikTok. So I want to learn about TikTok through y'all. Good luck. I hope you know what it is.
Perfect. All right. I want my biggest resident TikTok expert to raise their hand first.
I'm a boomer.
Awesome. John's going to get us started on TikTok. Let's see it.
So, welcome everybody. TikTok has been this most recent social media phenomenon. Okay, it all started back in the day where it got started pretty much on Vine. You know, people would start with like 5 20-second videos, whatever, somewhere in between there. But TikTok came in and knocked the door down. People have gotten so creative that they've actually even...
That's not true. Vine died far before TikTok came out.
That's true. Let's see it.
So Vine was a very poorly planned software program where you could take these very short snippets. It's things that people are very familiar with, like that guy who almost drops his big.
Emily,
we're supposed to be speaking about TikTok because, as we mentioned, Vine is dead.
Fair point.
All right, so I was kind of late to the TikTok train, but boy, did I board it. I actually started to get on TikTok when I was unemployed, funemployed, as I like to call it. And I spent many, many hours on TikTok just scrolling and scrolling. In fact, that little guy that pops up after you've been scrolling for an hour, he came to me several times within a night and he was like, "Girl, you need to sit down. You need to get a glass of water. You need to get a snack."
Chris.
There's actually more than one guy that comes up and says, "Whoa, stop."
Perfect. Tell me all about it.
There's like the nice one who's like, you're like, "Oh, you're right. Maybe I should go to bed. It is 4 a.m. And then there's like the annoying one. You're like, "No, I'm going to keep going because I don't like how you're talking to me."
Please.
Yeah, Brandon.
I'm not the annoying one that you're speaking about, okay? Okay. I know I can be a little much sometimes, but I can be positive. I can be happy. I can be cheerful. That's how people follow me because I am a personality. That's what you gotta be on.
Bitch, please.
Tell me about it, John.
Weren't we talking about TikTok?
Yeah, Brandon is a TikTok personality, so he's royalty. I want to keep hearing from royalty.
Okay.
Yeah. You heard. Well, yes.
Never mind. That was too sassy for me. John, take back over.
So, like I was saying, TikTok is inundated with this algorithm that is crazy. So
Yeah, Brian.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, he's going to tell you all about it right now.
So what this algorithm does is as you click like on things, it'll fact.
Yeah, Brian.
We're taking advice from a guy that forgot to unmute himself.
That's a fair point. Tell me all about TikTok, Brian.
How is he going to give us the download on TikTok when he doesn't remember to unmute himself on Zoom? I mean, this is basic.
Please.
And I'm 56 years old. I'm old enough to know the ins and outs of unmuting myself.
I'm just going to give it to Chad. Chad, start talking.
TikTok is a place where anybody could become a sensation just by the flip of a switch, and that switch is called algorithms. Programs that tell you what to like based off of
Bitch, please.
Yeah, Emily.
This isn't fair. I don't want to talk about science.
Fair.
Okay, so what really makes TikTok funny is I like my favorite TikToker actually. She sleepwalks and she just posts videos of her sleepwalking, and it's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right, so if that is time, then the points go to Emily. And I decided, since we're talking about TikTok and T is the 20th letter of the alphabet, Emily is going to get 20 points. However, Brian low-key mentioned that he's 56, so I added a whole 5.6 points to his score, bringing our scores to Emily is way in the lead, y'all, with 55 points. So next up, we have Chad with 22.
Right.
Don, Chris, and Brandon are tied with 15, and Brian is bringing up the rear with 10.6 points. Back to you, Teresa.
Perfect. Thank you, Sue. I guess if she wins the bride, then that solves all of those issues that we were having before, huh?
Who wants me?
Awesome. Well, it's time for our next game, and our next game is called Drama Queens. We've got 3 players up for this one, and they are going to drama it up for you. One will have to be really close to the camera, giving you their movie star close-up. One will have to be really far away, and one will have to be off screen at any given time. Sue, I know that you've had a whole mountain of suggestions over there, and I don't want to leave anybody out. So is there a good one that's sticking out that I can steal for this game?
It's sticking out so far. It's embarrassing. Not like, what is wrong with my mouth? Okay. I don't mean things to, and then they are. Anyway, Stephanie earlier suggested a purple hurricane. I would love to see a scene that's located in or around a hurricane. Wouldn't that be neat?
That'd be amazing. Perfect. Thank you, Stephanie. Also, so this game is called Drama Queens. Your suggestion is hurricane. Let's see it.
I'm here at the beach, and it does look like the hurricane is slowly working its way towards the coast. We want to warn all our viewers to stay off the roads.
Yes, stay away from all of the roads. We are not safe. It's getting quite windy here.
It may happen that I don't survive this whole thing, and I just wanted to say that I've always rather admired you.
Oh, well, I've admired your position.
Well, it's awfully windy here, Tom.
Oh,
My wig flew off.
oh no. Well then.
Sorry, my wig flew off.
It's your wife.
Oh, hi, Miss People. It's good to be here.
Well, Susan, you really should be keeping your wig on. We're on live television.
Oh, you told me that I'm beautiful however I am.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, even I put a little something on from time to time. Because I know that I don't have my son.
None of this, none of that.
I want to tell you that I always think you have more than a little something. You always look fantastic on television. You really do.
Oh, why, thank you.
If I might just suggest that your wife, she seems a little overbearing.
I can hear you. I'm getting a hot dog.
Are you, come back. Oh, not you again.
I'm hungry. When I get hangry, I just have to take some time for myself. We've talked about this. Do you understand?
Fine, I'll get you some food, okay? I'll get you some food.
Oh my God.
You.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know that if you overheard any of that, I'm in the middle of a hurricane and
I
this might
heard
be the big end.
every word.
What did you say?
I said I heard every word. I heard every word.
Oh, I'm sorry, your accent is a little heavy. Mrs. Miller.
I heard every word.
Susan, you're kale.
Kale?
Yeah, I know it's your favorite. Then you just leave me. You know, Susan,
She can just leave you. She can. We could be together, Tom.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Next time.
All right, we got some points to give away for this game. So I noticed that Brandon's shirt looks like 4 shirts put together. So they got 4 points. Ryan, I'm upset that I gave them 0.6 points in the first place, because then it's like now I have a number with a decimal point. So I'm just going to give them an even 0.4 points, bringing them up to 11. And Chad, you sound exactly like my one and only Aunt Terry. She's Italian.
So
So I gave you 1 point. So the points are as follows. Pride Bride has 55 points. Chad is next with 23. Then we have Brandon with 19. John and Chris are tied with 15. And Brian bringing up the rear with 11. Back to you, Teresa.
Sounds dirty when you say it.
I will say it's still anybody's game because I don't know how your brain works. So
Me neither. Scientists don't.
there's an algorithm. I don't know. Awesome. Well, let's get prepared for our next game then. Our next game is called Lip Sync. So again, I'm going to need a suggestion from you, Sue, but I'm sure that there are plenty to still choose from, so I won't ask anything else. For the game of Lip Sync, 2 players are going to be miming out a scene while the other 2 are filling in their words for them. So Sue, what do you have that would work well for this game?
I am super obsessed with the suggestion that we got. Stephanie suggested toe jam, so
That's
So
what
good
you're
luck
obsessed
with
with, huh?
yeah,
You're
so,
obsessed with toe jam.
and dachshunds. And someone married me. I don't.
Perfect. Well, for the game of Lip Sync, your suggestion is toe jam. Let's see it.
Hey, babe, you want some of this too, jam?
Oh, no. What I was thinking is you're going to give me that toe jam because I need that for my jam and my toast, and I need it for my phone book that I'm going to be sending over to Nabisco.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. Oh, wait, let me scrape some of this out of here for you. You want to try it? Here, take a taste. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff, huh? I got more where that came from. You want some?
Bethany, we've been over this. It's just gross.
Wait, hold on. No, it's freshly made. It's just done. Wait, ding.
Oh, God. Just stay there. Stay there. My Aunt Myra knows exactly what to do.
Where'd you go? What are you doing? This toe jam ain't gonna fix itself. I mean, come on, who's gonna scrape this?
I'm getting the Roundup. I going through a journey right now because I am just struggling to understand why you would want to be so invested in toe jam.
Well, you see here, I wasn't really invested in it until you tried it out that one time, and then I just can't stop producing it. You told me this is what you wanted. Hold on 1 second. Hold
What I
on.
wanted was for you to hold me at night. That was it. That was it. I wanted to be in love.
Look, I brought you my special reserves. Ugh.
Wow.
Tonight, you're getting lucky.
I guess I am quite lucky. There's so much there, I could take a whole bath in it.
Yeah, I'm pouring it on me. Yeah, I'm doing that thing that we talked about. You remember?
Yeah, rub yourself
Oh,
against the
oh,
condensation.
oh, yeah, I'm getting inside of
Ooh,
it.
I love hearing that
Yeah.
swoosh.
Ooh, ooh,
Ooh,
yeah. It's so nice to be in this cold toe jam on such a hot day.
say pleasantries to me.
Pleasantries.
It's time.
Oh my goodness, so many points to give out. I don't know where to start. Well, first, I'm gonna give out 7 points to Emily and John because that's how many times I gagged or drank you. 5 points to Chris because oh my goodness, your teeth are amazing, and you were. Are those yours? That's my business. And I gave 1 point to Brandon so Mark doesn't get mad at me. So that brings our score to Pride Bride is still in first place with 62 points now. Then we have Chad with 23, John with 22, Chris with 20, Brandon with 20, Brian firmly in that rear with 11. Back to
Wait, where is he?
He's firmly in the rear.
That's what she said.
Got it. Okay, that's what I thought you said. That's what I thought you said.
Brandon, calm down.
I'm a
Where
preschool
would
teacher.
like to be?
Perfect. So everyone's roughly in the 20s except for Pride Bride and Brian. Good math.
And I have to tell you,
Go back in the closet, Chad.
we're getting we got a few vomit emojis, so you know you're doing something right. And I feel like those people definitely clicked on that vomit emoji and then immediately clicked like and subscribe because that's what makes me want to like and subscribe. Did you like and subscribe? Like and subscribe. Back to you, Teresa.
Perfect. Well, we're getting ready for our final game of the night. So before we do that, I do want to thank everyone for joining and watching tonight. Comedy Sports Philly and most of the comedy sports around the country have been streaming online matches for more than a year now. So it's great to be able to get together in a setting like this and make people laugh during this time. If you had fun tonight, please consider making a gift through our Venmo. There's links below me that you can click on to do that. Tonight, 15% of those donations are going to William Way, and the rest are going to go towards helping Philly pay the rent and make preparations so that you can see them in person come September. Awesome. Now that you've clicked on that link and I've taken your attention away because you're giving us money, let's come back and play our final game. And the final game is for everyone to play. It's called Library is Open. They are going to be reading at each other, all kinds of insults based on your suggestions of people, places, or things. So go ahead and start throwing things into the chat there. Sue, do you have one to get us started or should I vamp?
I always have one. Let's start with Paris, or if I would pronounce it Spanish, Paras. Sorry, that's how my brain works. Pink Panther is your suggestion.
Pink Panther, very good. We're going to start with Pink Panther. Emily.
Chris, Pink Panther called. You got a dead aunt. Sorry to break the news to you. Rest in peace.
Brian.
John, Pink Panther just texted me and said your lovemaking is cartoonish.
Oh.
Yep, those are all the Pink Panther jokes. Sue, you got another one for me?
Sure. Kyle said Billy Goat, so I would think just goats in general.
Any type of goat that you like. Brian.
Hey, Chris, I just got a text that says your wife is really just a beard.
Hey, Todd. Word on the street is that your love making is really bad.
Brandon.
Hey, Emily, I just got off the phone with my sis, and she said that you ain't the GOAT.
Mm,
Chris.
Hey, Sue, the goat called and wanted me to let you know that your shirts are terrible. Are they from Mervyn's? Is that where you get your goatees?
oh.
Ouch.
Chad.
Sue, the goat called. They said they don't like your big head. But
Ah.
Wow.
Oh.
Brandon.
Yeah, John, your GOAT called. Said you ain't good at ramming.
Oh, child.
Eerie is stirred.
Oh.
On that note, Sue, give me another one.
Sure. I love the suggestion from Lauren. She said strawberry.
Strawberry?
Strawberry. That's how my Aunt Terry, number one aunt, she would say it.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Just want to make sure that I had it all
Strawberry.
right. Your suggestion, I'm not good with accents. Your suggestion is strawberry. Did I do it? Brian.
Emily, I just got word that the strawberry called and said she wouldn't pick you.
Oh. Well, I never.
Chad.
John, strawberry called and told me you're a fruit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Emily.
Chris, I just got a text message from your ex. He said your bushel is weird.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to give you a chance to respond there.
Yeah, Emily, you know, the strawberry called and said it has to leave because it can't handle your short cakes.
Oh, these cakes are nothing but short.
That's time for this game. Awesome. Give it up for everyone while Sue does math and decimal points over here.
Doing math. It's hard.
Carry the one.
Yeah. There's a couple ones that I'm carrying. All right, carrying them. All right. So what I decided to do was to give everyone like a 10 points for every joke. And I forgot I was supposed to be counting jokes for the beginning. So then I started counting at some point. So what happened was, we're just gonna do the mathies. So Brian got 30 points, bringing his score to 41. Pride Bride got 20 points, bringing her score to 82. Chad got 30 points, bringing his score to 53. John got 20 points, bringing his score to 42. Chris got 3 or 30 points, bringing his score to 50. Brandon got 2 points. We'll give him 21 points. So what's his face doesn't get mad, bringing it to 41. So our scores are for the rear. Brandon and Brian with 41.
Yeah.
You're tied for the rear. So you guys
I just wanted to finish firmly in the rear.
you are so firmly in there. You're just really tight. Proud of you. Next, almost, rearish. I take leave this person out. John is with 42 points. Next, we have in third place, Chris with 50. In second place, Chad with 53. And in first place, our Pride Bride, Emily.
Yes, queens. Yes. Thank you.
Perfect. As set up, Emily wins herself for this game, so congrats.
That's right. Nobody owns me.
And I don't want to leave without suggestion of the night. And Sue, that is all you.
That's right.
You don't win it. You're going to provide the
I don't win, but I want to win.
You
Everyone
win so many things.
There were so many good suggestions. So do you remember suggestions such as planting flowers?
Yep.
Or why didn't Brandon get any points, right? Those were great suggestions. Weren't they so good? None of them won. My favorite suggestion was Dachshund, but the car. And that came from Tanisha. So Tanisha, congratulations. You are also a winner.
Beautiful. Wonderful. So our two winners tonight are Emily and Tanisha with that suggestion of the night. And of course, all of you for joining us, supporting live theater, these amazingly funny people, and the queer community. So thank you for coming out and watching tonight.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing your ideas and being all awake and alive and having great suggestions up in the chat. We are us, and who we are is
That's so deep.
I thought I'd leave you with some really deep thoughts before we leave. Speaking of deep, please give it up in the chat for Brian McCann from Philadelphia. Thank you again. We're so thankful to have Brandon from Austin. Keep giving it up for John from Portland. And that applause in the chat going for Chris from New York.
Yeah.
Lose it for Chad. We also almost lost him in the closet. We did not. Chad from Indy. And go wild in that chat for Emily from Jersey Shore, our pride bride.
Yeah.
Don't forget to give Tanisha some love in the chat because she's also there. Unfortunately, Teresa had to talk to me all night. She is the loser. And I'm just happy to be here. Sue Taney from Philadelphia. Thanks for coming out. Have a good night, y'all.